You can run, but you can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. Can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. Can't can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. Can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. Can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. Can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide.
What up, what up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Modi J. We're locked in. This is Are We Ready for Power Book 4? 1, 2, 3, Episode 3. Well, I don't know if we're really ready or not. We do want to see D-Mac act a damn fool. We do want to see D-Mac put his foot in somebody's you know what. But that ain't even why we really here. We want to know, is Jenard gonna be on that stuff or no? He got a brick of that no. Is he gonna use that no? Or is he gonna change the game and start moving that no up under CBI? I don't care what happens this episode. We're one step closer to Jenard being back on that. Well, I won't even say back on that, because he'll be switching over from that H to that F. Now, I don't know in the grading scale, but an F, that's failing. So if Jenard gets on that fentanyl, oh man, it might be a good day in the Power Universe. The Power Universe may finally reset itself if Jenard's on that stuff. What up, Zay? What up, DeMarcus? I thought I had scheduled this for 10 o'clock, but it said 9 o'clock, and I looked up. I was like, damn. Marshall will catch a body. Um, Somebody's gonna catch a body. This robbery definitely isn't gonna go down how it should go down. If Jenard's giving up the information, then we know that information is flawed. Bones' cousin flipped on 6-7 allegedly, but we don't know who Bones' cousin is. Bones' cousin is just a random person, so we gotta depend on him and take his word for it. And that's gonna be a little rough. And whoever this 9-7 crew is, they got to be weak as hell. The 9-7 crew is about to be weak as hell. They might get some shots off, but we're not putting no trust. We're not putting anything. The 9-7 crew is one of the weakest crews we know about so far in the Power Universe. I'd actually take over the Four Horsemen, or what was it? The Jamaica Ave. Wait, was Jamaica? No, Jamaica Ave. That was BMF. I think that was BMF. The 9-7 crew is about to be weak as hell. Let's just be honest. Do y'all think the 9-7 crew is going to be worth the damn? Because think about it. The 9-7 crew is not even in the coalition. So that means they aren't even a player or a major factor in the city. The 9-7 crew is basically, I would say, no, the 9-7 crew ain't even mowing the Moets. The Moets, we stronger and deeper than the 9-7 crew. The 9-7 crew, I don't even know who we could compare them to. They sound like they trash, though. Yeah, I don't know, man. Now that I'm actually thinking about it, I'm not putting any faith in the 9-7 crew. The 9-7 crew. Think about it. 9-7 crew sounds trash as hell. Yeah, Jamaica Abs was in Force. I mean, not Force, but in Ghost. But they were terrible too. 9-7 about to be trash. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe
Check it
button,
out.
man.
So look, Jenard trying to say that we should run into their stash houses, but everybody know that the 9-7's got hella security at all of them. It's to hit these motherfuckers before they ever even arrive.
Cops working for these niggas, it ain't no fucking armored cars.
Bones' cousin flipped on the 9-7s and gave me the numbers to their plates, location, and one of their major transfer spots. Now, with y'all wild ass backing us up, we got everything we need to pull this shit off. Straight like that, we gonna light these motherfuckers up, man.
Come on, boy, CBI for life.
Look at this crew, man. CBI for life. They sound terrible too.
Check it out. So look, Jenard trying to say that we should run into their stash houses, but everybody know that the 9-7's got hella security at all of them. It's to hit these motherfuckers before they ever even arrive.
Cops working for these niggas, it ain't no fucking armored cars.
Bones' cousin flipped on the 9-7s and gave me the numbers to their plates, location, and one of their major transfer spots. Now, with y'all wild ass backing us up, we got everything we need to pull this shit off. Straight like that, we gonna light these motherfuckers up, man.
Come on, boy, CBI for life.
Come on, boys. CBI for life. Come on, boys. CBI for life. Does this crew sound like they're going to be dependable? Does this crew sound like they're actually going to be effective and going to rob somebody? You're just getting these young dudes that don't know nothing. We haven't seen it. This is like the younger version of CBI. You got the OG generation, Jenard. Well, the OG generation would be Diamond and his crew, but then Jenard stepped up after that. So then this is like the new age newcomers. They don't sound like they prepared for it. They don't sound like they ready for anything. And I'm tired of them giving us these crews like this, man. I mean, I get it. It's young niggas. D-Mac is putting it together. D-Mac showing that he got some bread. They see D-Mac with the motorcycle. They see D-Mac with the girls, the clothes. So it's like, all right, cool. Maybe we can roll with D-Mac. We can get some money. We can get out here, do what we supposed to do. But, man, these dudes sound soft as hell. Come on, boys. CBI for life. All right, we going to see. What up, Fat Boy Kicks? D-Mac about to be a lieutenant. Maybe after this hit. Well, wait a minute. He says,
Check it out. So look, Jenard trying to say that we should run into their stash houses, but everybody know that the 9-7's got hella security at all.
This is Jenard's plan. Now, D-Mac, they were robbing the gambling spots. So if Jenard's telling them this, Jenard also told him that he's on the back burner. They're not a priority of bringing him in. Jenard is probably like, well, if you can get that fentanyl, go rob the 9-7s for me. And that'll get you some notoriety. Oh, so this is Jenard bringing D-Mac in to do all of his nefarious activities. All right, I can fuck with that. I can fuck with that. All right, interesting. But will D-Mac make it home? I mean, of course we know that, but I'm trying to show y'all the crew real quick. Look at these dudes. Look at these dudes. These are some dudes off of All American. You know this guy right here on the very right, this youngster right here, he ain't doing. This dude right here is gonna be the first one to tell. Look, he got the sideburns chopped off. You know this nigga telling. If anything goes down, he's gonna be the first one to tell. This one on the far right. This one on the left, he gonna cry. This one on the left, he gonna cry. He's the type of dude, he gonna cry. This one's gonna be confessing as soon as it goes down, but he'll cry and he'll go in there and tell what everybody did also. He just gonna cry about it. This just don't look like a crew that you need to bring with you, man. Look at this. Look at this crew, man. It's like everybody got the dirty t-shirt on. You know, they got the dingy tee. All right, what I need y'all to do is don't show up in all black. Show up in your most dingiest tee that you got at the house, man. Show me that you really down with CBI. You know what I mean? Wear your generic ass clothes and come on over here, man. Everybody standing around like, yeah, CBI for life, man. Man, this shit ain't gonna work, dude. We gonna lose 3 of these dudes. Marshall, D-Mac gonna get in there. They gonna do some shooting. They gonna run up out that mug. We gonna leave 3 of these guys in there. We gotta take some casualty. It is gonna be these 3 right here, man. We gotta knock these 3. Get these 3 out of here because they ain't gonna do nothing but tell. You know what I mean? You remember on Dead Presidents when they they robbed the damn armored trucks? Well, they ain't gonna have no armored cars here because they got the police working for. But then the pastor went and was buying cars and paying for hussy and handing shit out. That's what these dudes gonna do. If they get a little bit of money, you can easily, let's say they steal $50,000. You could give each one of them like $500 to $1,000, and they'll be okay with that. But they're gonna ball the hell out. They're gonna buy the latest shoes. They're gonna get some clothes, and they're gonna be broke by the end of the episode. But these are the dudes you need on your crew. Dumb, low lives that ain't gonna survive. That's what you need on your crew when you're going in there. So we'll see if they can make it up out of there. I'm not for sure if they will or not, but they might. Also, we got some photos. Let me know you guys for. So this is how I'm gonna start whenever I get the photos. I'm gonna start doing the slideshows like this. Start putting them together like this for when I, say I talk about them or whatever. We got Tommy and them. They stepping it up. There is a photo I didn't get. Stacy Mark's campaign is beginning this week. They do have the photos of Stacy Mark. Let me see if I can. So the thing about Claudia, I want to talk about Claudia because her ass has a lot of heat coming down on her this week. Oh boy. All right, just from what we've seen, we got Claudia in here making a phone call. This is what we're going to expect to see from Claudia this week. It definitely should be going down. It's going to be going down for Claudia this week in the prison. Now, How bad are they gonna whoop on Claudia is the question. We just seen her stabbed up. We seen the guard back here blocking it off so she can make the phone call. But how bad are they gonna whoop on Claudia? And I need to know who this inmate is and what's her inmate number. Do we think they actually gonna whoop on Claudia, or it's just gonna be a little misunderstanding? This reminds me of Shawshank Redemption. And they had my boy Andy Dufresne in the back room. He had to fight for his life. Come on, Claudia. Well, Claudia got a couple of hitters with her. The teardrop. These ladies over here, look at her. She already know what time it is. She already know what time it is. Whenever she see him square off like that, guard, help, guard. That's what she needed to do, behave. She needed to bring Dahlia back, put Dahlia in the damn, if she can get Dahlia in the prison system, she'll be good to go, to be honest with you. She'll be good to go with Dahlia in the damn prison system. We'll see how that fight plays out, man. We'll see how that plays out. They got the Cadillac blowing up this week. You know, in Force, we always get some action. So someone's car is getting toasted. I'm trying to see something. If we can link it together. It'll definitely be during this shootout. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to be the 9-7s or this is going to be a shootout that Tommy's involved in. Because this is outside and they talking about hitting. So we're going to have the 9-7 robbery with D-Mac, and then we're going to have a shootout amongst, I'm guessing it's Tommy and maybe the Marquez cartel. Like, who is pulling up with the twin Glock 40s? That's what I want to know. Oh, no. You think Marshall getting down like this? Let me see. Long sleeves with a puffer vest on. Let's go back and see. See, this is what, again, guys, we don't do spoilers anymore, at least. But all of this is the information they released for us. So let's go see.
Check it out. So look, Jenard trying to say that we should run into their stash houses, but everybody know that the 9-7's got hella security at all of them. It's to hit these motherfuckers before they ever even arrive.
Cops working for these niggas, it ain't.
Now with y'all.
All right, so he got a t-shirt over a thermal. And t-shirt over the thermal, so it is Marshall pulling up. Oh, so it's D-Mac and them that's going to be outside. So it's going to be D-Mac and them outside doing the rooting and tooting and shooting. All right. Okay. There we go. Got the t-shirt on. So this must be the police officers that's working with him, because I thought this was a white guy that was driving up there. And now it's got me wondering, what kind of operation is these 9-7s running that they catching them outside? Unless they're participating with CBI and something else, and this isn't the actual robbery. Because why would they be in a shootout? I mean, I know they got the guns and the arsenal to go out here, but we did hear Diamond and Jenard saying that they were going to war too. So maybe the robbery happens at the beginning of the episode, and then later on, they're like, okay, you did that robbery. Y'all can come with us because we need bodies. And that's when this shootout happens. But Marshall still got the same clothes on. Now, a real YN wears the same clothes for 14 days. All right, young Marshall. They blowing some shit up though. We got one body for sure. What up, Trill? We got one body, Big Tech in the house. We got one body for sure. Right here, next to the Cadillac. There may be two. This may be a body over here too. Oh shit, what is this, Mireya? Yeah, like I said, we got one for sure in the Cadillac. And I can't tell if this is one over here or not, but now we got one. Matter of fact, let's do this.
Egan is still out there.
I've never taken my eyes off of him.
But I can't use you no more. You done.
You getting ready to go to war or what?
I'm gonna need you to carry that with you wherever you go. They come for one of us, they come for all of us.
Count me in.
I am dead in here without your help.
The streets is a little heated right now.
I ain't noticed they killed the dog too, man. They got Chavo and the dog. They got Chavo and that's too far power. That's too far power. It's all right that you eliminating characters, but the dog too? What that damn dog do to anybody? I ain't even noticed the dog, man. They got rid of the dog too, man. This is unacceptable, power. What that dog do to anybody? That dog didn't do nothing. He didn't deserve that. They took the damn dog out too. Last week, we thought we had 5 bodies, man. We got 5.5. They took a dog out. The dog didn't do anything. I didn't even notice the dog when I was watching the trailer initially. Oh, man. R.I.P. the puppy, man. That's some bullshit. We'd have made it this far in the Power Universe only to see a dog taken out. That's some bull right there. All right, so they got the dog too, man. Ain't that something? They got Chavo ass over here stinking. I wonder who found the bodies if Diamond is over here looking at the bodies. Like the police ain't come over here?
Right now, trim family trees. I cut them all the way to the right.
So we do got D-Mac laying shit down.
Dead in here without your help.
Streets is a little heated right now. Trim family trees. I cut them all the way to the ground.
Egan is still out.
Streets is a little.
All right. What up, GH? They done took the dog out, man. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. What you think about of all the guns you give Mireya, you give her this little noisy cricket. That's what you give Mireya. A little 6-shooter, a little pop, pop, pop. It'll lay you down. But you'll need a little bit more firepower than that. This is the power universe. Tommy knows that these dudes are riding by with Dracos, ARs, extendos with the switches, grenades, and he gives Mireya a fucking revolver. Talking about, I need you to carry this with you at all, a revolver of all guns. Now, it ain't gonna jam or anything, but it's a revolver. Like, does Tommy know what's that's what I don't understand. Tommy is so out of touch with what's going on in reality. Tommy's walking around like his itch don't stink. Tommy's walking around like he knows I'm gonna make it through the season. I got a spinoff on the way, but here you go. Here go a gun. It ain't got all the bullets. It's got like 3 rounds in it, but here you go. Good luck. I need you to get Mireya. Just stay in the house. Your brother's in the cartel. Tommy's out here working for the cartel. Everybody's beefing amongst each other. You don't need to be outside. She got the gun. She looking at it like she's about to go slide. Like, no, Mireya, you just stay in the house. Because when Tommy dies, I need you to be available for me. I got to talk to you about something. You know what I mean? I got to talk to you about something. Nah, man, we leaving the dogs out, man. The dogs ain't did nothing to nobody, all right? Let the dogs survive. You got Mireya in here holding the gun. Like, look at this.
I'm not even built like that, Tommy. That ain't even me, yo.
What's Mireya gonna do? What's Mireya gonna do? What he say? What you gonna do with that? Remember what Debo said to Craig? What you gonna do with that besides make me mad? That's what they gonna do when Mireya gonna pull that little thing out. She gotta spin it. No, what you gonna do with that, Mireya? You ain't gonna do a damn thing. You ain't gonna do nothing with that, Mireya. Put that thing up. Tommy talk about, do you know how to use that? Yeah, nigga, pull the trigger. She got the motherfucker cocked right now. She needs a bulletproof vest. She needs a bulletproof vehicle. She needs more than 6 shots. She needs a lot of shit. That shows you how much Tommy really cares.
I'm not even built like that, Tommy. That ain't even me, yo.
Last time he got somebody involved in this, Keisha got smoked by Tasha. Yeah, you know, shit gonna be crazy out there. You need to take this revolver, all right? You take this and you defend yourself, girl. Wouldn't it be safer for Mireya to just go home and stay at her house where no one knows where she lives instead of hanging out at the firehouse where all the niggas be coming over, where everybody knows where Tommy lives, where even Jenard be having CBI members outside camping the place? It would be Mireya would be 100 times safer. She just goes back home to Miguel, lives in the family house, gives him his insulin, and just lay low. But no, she want to hang with the white boy. She want to listen. The white boy can do the white boy things. He white. You brown. They gonna put you down. Listen, there's no way that Tommy should have Mireya walking around with a fucking revolver. It should be at least 2 armed guys with her or something, or she just not allowed to go outside. Tommy doesn't care. Tommy sets everyone up to be in situations that they shouldn't be, but it's all because of his fuck-ups. And that's what Jenard was talking about. Every week, we're at the same spot. I took 20 minutes last week to tell you guys that the power universe is fucked up because of Tommy Egan. Look what he's doing to Mireya. Take this revolver and walk around the city. Tommy, that revolver is going to be... you know what? Fuck it. Mireya, do it. You know, I was gonna help you out, but fuck it. Walk around with that motherfucker and let's see how they push up on Mireya. They're gonna attack Mireya. She's gonna pull that gun out. She might shoot one of them, but they're gonna snatch her ass up. They're gonna have to get her ass up out of here. And Tommy and Miguel gonna have to work together to get Mireya back. That's what I'm looking at. Fuck it. They're gonna snatch Mireya up one of these episodes. Tommy and Miguel gonna have to put their differences aside to go and get his little sister and Tommy's girlfriend. They gonna snatch her up. And that revolver, she might catch a body with that motherfucker, but they gonna take her. They gonna get her ass up out of here. Now, I know she goes back to the house, but she's staying at Tommy's house. She's staying at Tommy's house. You know I got all the pictures. You know I stay with them. Mireya still going to work, still being a nurse. You know, nothing stops the hustle. Not that your brother's warehouse just got blown up. Not that your brother just got robbed. Not that you was just out with Tommy eating pizza and Bones got shot. It's still, I gotta go to work. Hell no. Listen. What happened to the good old days where your family members in the cartel, you don't work? What happened to the good old days? Your family member is moving 500 pounds of cocaine. You don't have a regular job. What happened to the good old days? Do you think Pablo Escobar, his nieces and nephews were working regular jobs? No, they were in the game. You think Pablo was going to let his daughter go be a nurse? No, she was in the game. Now, his daughter was a little bitty when he had 2 sons, but you get what I'm saying. You think El Chapo's sons got regular job? No, El Chapo's sons is shooting it out with the federales. Why does Mireya have a regular job? Why is she still going to work? I'll never understand it. Your brother's a millionaire. You need to be in the game. You need to be thumbing through a check. Not walking around with a little bitty ass revolver. You need to have cartel members around you at all times. I'm talking about the blacked out Escalades, bulletproof, in the back seat, riding, cruising, not working a goddamn job at the hospital and walking to work. You need to be living the lavish life. Che is in Mexico. Get you out in Mexico. Go back to Mexico. Mi casa, su casa. Yeah, you need to be down there living the vida loca. That's what you need to be doing. But no, Mireya want to go to work. Mireya want to clock in because I'm working doubles today. I get that time and a half plus the holiday pay. It's about to be Thanksgiving. Mireya, you need to get your ass about the motherfucking scrubs. Put you on some Fendi and some Gucci and be living the life of the cartel. You out here talking about, I'm in love with Tommy because he's not scared of Miguel. Man, fuck all that. You need to be scared of Miguel because this nigga Miguel don't give a fuck what you think because You can tell Che that Miguel knocked somebody off that's gonna protect you. Man, Miguel is in the motherfucking cartel. That means he will cut your tail off. He don't give a fuck about you fucking with Tommy. He's just being low key, right? He got real hitters with him. That's what you need. Hey, Miguel, I need that hitter you got, your right hand, El Loco. I need me El Loco 2.0 with me. You see what I'm saying? But she talking about, nah, I gotta go to work. She got a best friend. We don't know. What is this girl? She a B-boy dancer? Who is this lady? She showing up. She at the house. She talking about, Miguel, you a fool with it. They talking to Miguel like Miguel ain't in the cartel, like he ain't the goddamn El Jefe, insane princess. They ain't here kicking it. Oh, Miguel, she's all right. Let her live her life. Hell no, we in a war right now. Miguel, you need to get your sister up out of here. I know we going against Tommy right now, but Tommy needs to be arrested. And another thing, why are they living like they broke? Nah, man, fuck this. I'm tired of this shit, man. They got look at these cabinets. They acting like Miguel ain't getting no money, man. They acting like they still in the old country. You're not gonna tell me what I need to do, Miguel. Mireya, you need to leave that white boy alone. Oh, you're just mad because Tommy doesn't fear you. It's not even like that. I'm looking out for the best interest. You don't know what Tommy's getting into out here. There's a lot of talks going on that him and his crew are doing some wild stuff. I don't care what he does because I'm in love with Tommy. Mireya, you don't love him. You just remember I could tell Che any moment. You wouldn't dare. Blood is thicker than water, Mireya. Oh, you think so, Punta? Yeah. Look, I don't know where they're living at, but they acting like they in the old country, man. Miguel need to upgrade this life. They need to be in a penthouse or something. What up, Steven? They need to be in a penthouse or something. This is unacceptable living for cartel. This is unacceptable living for cartel. This is how they living. And look at where Marshall's living at. Look at Marshall's cabinets. Look at these cabinets. This is cartel money. This is cartel money. This is regular nigga money. Cartel, regular nigga. Cartel, a regular living. You can't tell me that Marshall, who lives on the south side of Chicago, is living better than the cartel is living. Let me just ask y'all, if y'all, interior designers, y'all want y'all cabinets to look like this? Or y'all want y'all cabinets to look like this that are barely hanging on? This cheese Louise. Where is it at? This cabinet over here barely even closes. You mean to tell me this is how the cartel look? Look at this cabinet over here. This cabinet don't even close. This is how the cartel living? This is how the cartel living? Look, oh man, look at that stove top. And this old ass stove top. Miguel, oh man. Miguel and them are cooked, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm Moda J. This is Are We Ready? We find something every single week, man. Ain't no way the cartel living like this, man. The curtains is trash. They got like a little bird up here. What are they trying to make it seem like they're modest living? I ain't never seen nothing like this before, man. The trailer suggests that Tommy will face off against the assassin. Well, that's what I have it labeled as. Let me see. So if you look, that's exactly what I thought this was in the trailer. If you look up here at the top, I got it labeled Tommy and the Hitman. So I'm assuming this is the Hitman that came over there, where Tommy was talking about he takes out family trees. He takes them down to the root. So that's what I did label this. I thought this was the Hitman. We do have this is during that part also here. Now, whoever this is, he's probably in the Marquez cartel. He does have a Mexican flag patch on his arm. He does have a Mexican patch. They snatching him up. Look at Tommy. I will say, one thing we don't have to worry about is in Force. We know for sure there's going to be action. There's always going to be action. We ain't got to worry. But that's one thing we don't have to worry about is if there's going to be any action or not within the Force universe. Now, I would like to see maybe toss somebody off a balcony or something. Let's take it back. That's why I like doing the live shows with you guys, because a lot of stuff pops up in our mind. I just said I wanted to see someone off the balcony.
It's time for you to be back.
Maybe it's this one. Maybe it's this one.
Oh, hey, Power fam. I know. We've been making y'all wait. We just really want to make sure that we get this right, because season 3 is going to be worth every second. I'm talking. Tommy's going to be back canceling Christmas when the time is right. About fucking time.
No, it ain't that one. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Work with me. Work with me.
It's time for you to be baptized into this life. Just like Kanan did for me and Ghost. Who? It's a story for a different time.
Tommy gonna blow up.
Let's see something.
Bro.
There we go. There we go. There we go. I told you, listen, I'm going to go back and connect the dots. I remember seeing someone fall off a building. Here we go right here, ladies and gentlemen, this week. Look like he got the Mexican. It like got the logo on the front. Look like it say Mexico. Look like this is the shirt right here. What up, Eric? Looks like we found it. I knew at some point we seen this character somewhere in one of the trailers. Again, these aren't any spoilers. This is everything that's been released officially through Power in Starz.
He also the reason motherfuckers.
There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. So we got some action. We know for sure 2 bodies this week.
He also the reason motherfuckers.
So this must be the 9-7 niggas. Then Bones and Smurr. God damn it, Mo, you might be too good at this. You might need to chill, Mo. It's too early in the season, Mo. It's too early in the season, Mo. Maybe they releasing too much in these trailers. It's kind of easy to piece this thing together. That's the team up. That's the team up, man. Tommy's about to get Mireya set up. Tommy walking in here with a James Bond golden gun. Mo, you might be too good for this shit, man. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and retire it. Y'all got it, man. I've been doing this power shit for too long, man. I keep the receipts for everything. Nothing gets by me. And look, there go D-Mac over here in the corner. There go D-Mac right there. There go D-Mac right there. So D-Mac is going to go on some drills later on with Tommy when they're trying to save Mireya. Oh, man. D-Mac is fully immersed into the game. You can't get out of the game. D-Mac is all the way in the game, man. All right, but this is further ahead. This is probably like episode 7 or 8 or something. If we see Tommy, Miguel, and D-Mac on the drill. But I did know this looked familiar. So if this is Ortega's father, and he's telling them that I eliminate family trees, then he's basically saying I'm coming after Ortega. This is after the hit, so.
Egan is still out there.
I've never taken my eyes off of him.
But I can't use you no more. You done.
You getting ready to go to war or what?
I'm gonna need you to carry that with you wherever you go. They come for one of us, they come for all of us.
Count me in.
I am dead in here without your help.
Streets is a little heated right now. Trim family trees.
See, I trim family trees.
Family trees. I cut them all the way to the ground.
Oh, so they are going at Ortega's father to get even. Their get back is a mother effer. All right, there we go. We figured something out today. If we ain't learned nothing, we learned a little something. That's what I like to say. If we ain't learned nothing, we learned a little something. But none of that really matters. And the reason that doesn't matter, what's going on in the streets, what I want y'all to do tonight, I want y'all to get up off y'all lazy asses, go down to your local voting station, and go ahead and put your vote in for Stacy Marks, guys. Go ahead, put your vote in for Stacy Marks this evening. I need y'all to get up off your ass, leave your job, and go put your vote in for Stacy Marks. Now, do I want Stacy Marks to become the mayor? Hell no. Y'all know exactly what I want. What I want is to lock fucking Tommy Egan up. I want to make the streets safer for you and for I. If we can get Tommy Egan off the streets of Chicago can be great again. The streets of Chicago can be flooded with the purest of fentanyl, the purest of the H, the purest of the cocaine. It would be flooded with the purest of dope. If we can remove Tommy Egan, the coalition can thrive. The cartel can thrive. But with Tommy Egan here, everyone's getting jammed up. Once Tommy came, that's when the feds, they put together a task force. Before Tommy came, remember season 1? There wasn't no task force season 1. Season 1, the police didn't give a damn. The season 1, they didn't care. The Flynn family was at its peak. The Serbs were doing their thing. Chicago was a melting pot for getting money ass motherfucking crews. Tommy came and disrupted all of that. Once Tommy came, there's a task force. The feds are involved. They kicking in doors. We got potential Ricos. We seen the Serbs go down. The Flynns are gone. CBI was about to self-destruct. All of this is because of Tommy Egan. You remove Tommy Egan, the streets are wide open. The pipelines, I'm talking about you could flood the pipelines. Right now, the pipeline's a little bit dry. Miguel, we didn't even hear. Miguel had no issue season 1. We didn't even know who the fuck Miguel was season 1 because he was living the lavish life. Che doing his thing. We didn't even know about the cartel in season 1. We just knew about the Serbs. We knew about the Flynns. We knew about all that bullshit. But we didn't hear nothing about that because they were doing their own thing. But then Tommy comes in here and messes it up. We got Ricos. Mirkovic is gone. Ortega, he's in prison. King Kylo's locked up. All of this is because of Tommy. It's a domino effect. Once that first white domino, boom, Tommy starts putting shit down, everybody goes down. You see, the only way you can knock dominoes down, you got to start with that first one. Is that white one. And once that first white one goes down, it don't matter what color is after. Everything else is going down. And that white domino that started all of this is Tommy. Tommy has put Chicago in the worst position it's ever been in. Hell, Chicago was safer when King Bond was out there. Tommy's here. It's terrible. You can't do anything. With Tommy here, you can't do anything. It's so dangerous that Mireya has to walk around with a revolver. Every week it's the same thing. Oh, it's the same old song. Just a different beat since Tommy's came. It's the same old song. Every week we got to go through this same process. Every time we see something that they drop, we got to look at Tommy like, damn, Tommy, you really fucked this shit up, man. You didn't make anything better. Nobody's rich. No one's out the game. Everybody is fucking... They all struggling. Fuck it. Everybody's struggling, man. Everybody's struggling. Before Tommy came, Jenard wasn't on that shit. Now Jenard on that shit. He fighting demons. Before Tommy came, all D-Mac was doing was just having fun, little shootouts on the weekend. Now D-Mac is robbing niggas for fentanyl. Before Tommy came, Diamond was getting out of jail. Reformed, cutting hair. Now he done killed cops. He done got little Leon killed. I don't know how to explain this to you guys. But Tommy's the devil. It's just plain and simple. Every single week we talk about it. We have a great old time for the first 25, 30, 40 minutes. We talking about all the good shit that we expecting to see. But then it's like, you know what? We can't enjoy it because Tommy's here. Every week it's the same thing. It looks good. Oh, this is going to be great. But then it's like, well, wait a minute. We can't do this because Tommy going to do that. We thought the coalition was good. We thought the coalition was only going to have money problems. The only problem the coalition is supposed to have is how they going to spend their money. Guess what? They got bigger problems than that. Chavo got his motherfucking block knocked off last week, and the dog got shot, all because of Tommy. Now we see him going to talk to Ortega's dad, which they just did the drive-by on us. Now you gonna go talk to the dad. You might toss the dad off the balcony. Now we're gonna be in more shit. We can't just kick it and get money. We supposed to be some get money ass niggas. But no, now we gotta get into some gang type shit, nigga, because we fucking with Tommy. James St. Patrick wanted to go legit, but no, he got into bullshit and ultimately ended up dying because of Tommy. Because Tommy was a bad influence. Because Tommy was talking to Tasha. Because Tommy was doing a lot of bullshit and drugged that innocent black man, James St. Patrick, who only wanted to be with the love of his life, Angela Valdez. He got killed by his son because his son was ungrateful and hung out with Kanan, who Tommy brought back around. Oh, Tommy. And we know that Tommy used to get his ass kicked as a kid. They used to beat the shit out of Tommy. They used to whoop the hell out of Tommy. And now Tommy's revenge is getting everyone else fucked up, man. Every week it's the same thing. We can't get to the episode because we got to think about Tommy. Think about it. Name a character. Name a character, and you can point back to Tommy on fucking up their life. You name a character, you can look at Tommy and say Tommy fucked up their life. Hit that like button, y'all. Well, we know Vic gonna be up here with Ray. Ooh, look at Stacy Marks. Proud to be an American. Y'all, but hey, put a 1 in the chat if you voting for Stacy Marks. Put a 1 in the chat if you voting for Stacy Marks for mayor. She cleaning up the city though. Let's give her some credit. She is cleaning up the city. Well, shit, Vic really ain't got no option but to snitch. I mean, at this point, what can Vic really do? You know what I mean? Be honest, though. If your life was in jeopardy, this is just us talking right now. This is just me and y'all, man. If your life is in jeopardy, 99% of y'all gonna tell. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. You go down to your local PD, your local FBI office, and you tell them everything you know. You go in there with your head held high too. Don't go in there drooping and none of that. You go in there with your head held high. You tell them police exactly what you know. I'm gonna tell. That's right. You go in there, you go down to your local precinct, and you tell them what you know. Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. There's a white boy riding around the city. He got a blue Ford Mustang. He live in the firehouse. The whole second floor is his. I'm talking about he got this, whew, I don't know if she a nurse or not, but he got this Spanish, woo-wee. Yeah, she be over there. Yeah, she got a gun too. I be seeing that she be having a gun too. And then he got these 2 bald head black guys that be showing up. Then there's this little nigga with dreads that be over there. They all be there. I don't know what kind of drugs they moving, but who do you know buys a firehouse? There's only a drug addict or a drug dealer that's gonna buy it, or the cartel. So he live over there. My daddy used to work at that firehouse back in the day before they laid him off. But Tommy, I think his name is Tommy. I heard him, Egan. I heard him call Egan one day, or Egan. I think they were calling him Egan, but they were like, Egan. And there was some cartel niggas standing outside his house too. Well, I think they were cartel. I don't want to stereotype because it looked like Mexicans. I'm just gonna say they were the cartel. I'm not sure if they're the cartel. Don't quote me on that. Take that one. Take that out. Strike that out. I didn't say they were cartel. I don't want these court records to show me telling y'all that I called some Mexicans cartel. I don't know if they cartel. I'm just saying they look like some dangerous characters. So I'm assuming cartel, but don't quote me on them being in the cartel because I don't want them to come after me. But they were talking to Egan. They surrounded him one time outside. And to be honest with you, there was some Eastern Europeans. I don't know if they were Russian or Serbian or something like that, Ukrainian or something. But there was some white guys that were out there talking to that Egan guy one time also. Now, I'm not sure because I remember seeing on the news when they showed that surveillance, there was a couple of black trucks that pulled up with grenade launchers. You remember over there in the hood? Yeah. Well, it looks like those same trucks were over here a couple of weeks ago. So I'm not sure who they are. I don't know if this is a criminal organization, but they be over there at the firehouse, the whole second floor. You know what I mean? They be on the second floor, all of them. All in, all I see is the one that told me. Y'all know, write that down. All in, all I see. She told me that they be moving drugs. I'm not sure. That's just what she told me. So it ain't really like, make sure you put that in there. It's not me telling y'all that. Make sure someone else told me. This ain't coming from me. I heard from them. And I'm just reporting it because, I don't know if she got up. She might be at work right now, but she told me to let y'all know that it was this guy named Egan. She confirmed it. She just texted me it was Egan. So yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we gotta go tell. I'm sorry. We gotta go down there and we gotta tell them what we know. If y'all want power to continue on, we gotta go tell on Tommy. We got to get Tommy locked up. All right, well, Stacy Marks ain't going after Tommy no more. She going after being the mayor. Let me see. Is there anything else we need to cover? Oh, yeah. How many bodies we talking this week, man? How many bodies are we talking? For episode 3, how many bodies are we talking? $20 plus? Sheesh. All right, 20, 10, 3 at least. We'll do the middle. We'll do the middle. I won't even say the middle. I'm gonna say 12. I say 12. 20 is a lot. 20 is a lot, even though we do got the drive-bys, and it does look like we're gonna have a huge shootout. 20 bodies is still a lot. That's like wiping out a whole crew. 10 is a lot. Also, I mean, we have had 10 body episodes. So we'll just cut the middle and we'll do 15. But I was supposed to ask you guys about a power movie after 30 minutes of season 2. From season 1 and season 2, would you want to watch a power movie? From episode 1 and episode 2, would you want to watch a power movie? Like, power is a movie wouldn't do it justice is because they got to rush a whole movie into 2.5 hours. You need a whole series for this. Power is about like 10 episodes, man. You're not going to be able to squeeze all of this into a movie. It's going to be too fast. It was going to be, you go talk to Mireya, you get into it with the brother, they kidnap Mireya, you got to go get her back. They work together. They end up killing each other in the end. You know what I mean? You just wouldn't be able to squeeze we're used to this being a series, man. I mean, I'm going to watch the movie, but I don't know what a movie could be about. Yeah, now if you did a movie and then a season drop like right after it, then yeah. Kind of like how they do, you got the Batman movie and then you got the spinoff of the Penguin. Like, yeah, if you do the movie and then you have a spinoff, well, not the spinoff, but you know, you have a series come after it. But I don't know how you can squeeze a power movie in. I'm watching it. I'm not saying I don't want it to, you know, I just don't know how they would do it, man. I couldn't see a Tommy movie, a Tariq movie. Well, we got that right. Ortega Doe went to Claudia, Elise, and then to Shanti, so we got that right. And we say episode 3, we're gonna do 15 bodies. That's the middle. Episode 3, 15 bodies. D-Mac, we gotta catch a couple more for D-Mac. JP, we say he ain't getting none. Vic need to get 1 or 2 of them. And then we had 6. Oh yeah, we got the dog last week. Oh, we didn't even add last week's. Oh, this is the Marquez goons. What we call them 3.5. So right now we had 6, 7, 8. We had 11 and a half bodies. Yeah, we had 11 and a half bodies in 2 episodes. So we at our average of 5 right now. Claudia gets old girl in jail, Ortega's father, that's 9. But we haven't got to that episode yet. Once we get to episode 3, we'll do that. But right now, from episode 1 and 2, we got 6 bodies episode 1. We got 5.5 last week. So we had 11 and a half bodies. So we had what, 5.2? 5.25, 5.25. All right. So y'all trying to up the score. Y'all said we're gonna do like 10 this week. So shit. That means 1 week we can have no bodies and we'll be all right. If we can get 10 this week, we'll be all right with no bodies 1 episode. Oh shit, we forgot what's the name? My bad, we had 12. My bad, we had 12. We forgot the hitter got knocked off. Remember they cut his head off. Tommy cut his head off. We had 12, so we had 6 an episode. Yeah, my bad. My bad. We had 6 an episode. Yeah, Mirkovich. Tommy took 3, Shanti took 2, and then Tommy took out the cartel shooter. They got Chavo in the dog, 3.5, and then they got the 2 in the warehouse that blew up. All right, cool. So we had 12 and a half bodies. My bad. And they took out the damn dog, man. Chavo and his crew. What up, Nakima? Stacy gonna take out her husband? Nah, man, not Bobby. I fuck with Bobby, man. Bobby's my boy, man. Thank you, DeMarcus, for that $5. Who would you vote for? Stacy Marks or Rashad? Oh, that's easy. I'm voting Rashad Tate. It's Rashad Tate all day, I wanted the Rashad Tate spinoff. Book 5 influence. I wanted the Rashad Tate spinoff. Maybe they give Rashad. Ooh. Hey. Powers Origins. The next one needs to be Rashad Tate's story. Since Rashad is the same age as Ghost and them, a Rashad Tate spinoff for Power Origins, and we can see him become a police officer and have them mention like Kanan and James. Well, maybe not James, but mention like Kanan's name while he's going through being a police officer. Oh, Power Origins. We need the Rashad Tate. We don't want the Rashad Tate as a political figure. We want the young Rashad Tate as a police officer. We want to see crooked Rashad Tate. We want to see Rashad and Kamal Tate. We want they spinoff. We got the Power Origins, Kanan, James, and Tommy, but we want to see the police version of it. We want to see Rashad Tate coming up through high school and then becoming a police officer. Yeah, we want to see the parallels. We want the Rashad Tate Power Origins. That's what we want. We don't care about nothing else. Y'all got to do a Rashad Tate Powers Origins. That would be good because we don't have a story in the Power universe where we're following the police side. We need to see crooked ass Tate as a cop. That would be good. That's the Power Origins we need. Matter of fact, I'm going to contact 50 myself. Y'all ain't going to do it. That's something I would watch. I think that would be, I ain't going to lie to you, a Rashad Tate origin story. I think that might be competing with one of the best spinoffs ever. But the only reason I'm saying not as a political figure is because they already put out Book 5 influence, but they didn't do it. So it's like, we know we're not going to get that. Lorenz Tate isn't going to do it. You know what I mean? So it's like, if we can't get that, let's just see how he came up then. Let's see how he came up then. We know James St. Patrick's story. We know Tommy Egan's story, but we don't know what Rashad Tate was doing. We just know that he was a cop. We just knew he was in the streets and doing some crooked shit. But that would be cool to finally have a Power series where we're following the cops. You know what I mean? But it's not really like we're following the cops because Rashad Tate was crooked. I like that. I want a Rashad Tate origin. Yeah, there was supposed to be a Book 5, Power Book 5 influence, but they never did it. Power Book 5 influence was officially scrapped by Starz in August of 2022. The decision was made to contain content costs as the show was expected to become more expensive over time. Additionally, prominent role Rashad Tate played in Power Ghost meant his storyline could potentially be concluded within that series, negating the need to separate a spinoff. So, and think about it. The Starz is losing money. They were already having y'all know they were paying Monet. They were paying Monet all that money. Monet was getting more money than Tariq. They wouldn't have been able to afford Rashad Tate for those 3 seasons. It ain't like Rashad Tate's an up and coming. This man's an OG. He a legend in our book. So they definitely wouldn't be able to afford that. But if you get you some new up and coming actors and do the origin story, they can afford that. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, they scrapped that like 3 years ago, man. So I'm just saying the origin story would be cool because we don't have a police perspective of the Power universe. Yeah, we got characters. You got Howard. You got what's dude's name? We don't have no cops. We need some police. You could give us 3 seasons of a Rashad Tate origins. And just have Lorenz Tate narrated the same way they're gonna do with Tommy and them. Yeah, Carter. We had like Carter, but Carter was only here for what, a season and a half. You see what I'm saying? But we don't have like no full perspective from their side as the star character. It's always the drug dealer side. But I don't know, man. That's just me. I think a Rashad Tate spinoff would be cool because if we're gonna do this origin story, unless they mention like his name or they have a run, that would be cool. Like while the origins is going on, you have them get like arrested by like a young Rashad Tate, or just have somebody like mention of the name. Like say the cops are talking to him and you just hear somebody say, "Hey Tate, jot that down." You know what I mean? That would be cool to have something like that, just to show like, okay, Rashad Tate was around at this time. Not even like bringing him up. You know what I mean? It was just like, "Hey, Officer Tate," you know, so say it in the precinct, like bailing one of them out. "Hey, Officer Tate, do this, blah, blah, blah." You know what I mean? I mean, of course it'd be, well, no, he was a cop young too. So 18, 19. So he's around James' age. He might be a little older than James. But they could definitely do that. They could integrate the name. Yeah, we got Davis. But Davis is a lawyer. If we watch a Davis, like that'd just be him going to court and everything. So I don't know, you could do a spinoff with him unless you did an origin story of how him and his brother. But I don't know. We had Rashad Tate for multiple seasons. Davis we just had for these 4 seasons. You know what I mean? Rashad Tate was in the OG Power. So we got Rashad Tate for at least 6 seasons, 6, 7 seasons total. You know what I'm saying? From the old one to the spinoff. So that would be cool. But that's neither here or there, man. We on Force right now. So that's just my thought, man. I would definitely like to see a Rashad Tate origin story, though. But who am I, man? Who am I? You know what I mean? I'm just a guy that fell in love with the show called Power, man. I'm getting old, though, man. I'm getting washed up, man. It's time for me to just step on down, man. You know what I mean? My ideas ain't the same. I ain't funny no more. Damn. Yeah, they are bringing back Proctor's daughter. She's supposed to be in this, but they said she was supposed to be in what's the name too, Ghost. But we're gonna see how this plays out. They'll probably bring her back in Origin. I mean, not Origins, but Legacy. But all this, I mean, it's a lot. Before we even get to Legacy, Origins is up. So we got Raising Cain in 26. Late 26 will probably be Origin, maybe early 27. Legacy won't be till mid 27, the end of 27, maybe around this time in 27, depending on when they actually started. And if they ain't taking a break to do a movie, who knows? But we got an hour in. About to get on out of here. Let me see. DeMarcus, thank you for the $2. What do you think about our? I don't want any movies, man. Power isn't built for movies. I just don't see how. Like, what are you going to? 2 hours of just Rashad Tate doing what? You know what I mean? Because when you do a movie, it seems like that's the end of it. Unless it's just they're trying to do like some Marvel stuff, and the movie is just its own universe, its own movie that don't have anything to do with the actual show. I just don't see how movies will work with Power, man. We didn't watch this thing for 12 seasons, well, for 12 years. 6 seasons, 4 seasons, 3 seasons, 5 seasons of Raising Kanan. I just don't see how you can squeeze a Power movie in 2 hours. It's too much shit that goes on in Power to just be able to condense it down to 2.5 hours. I know when I go live, y'all be at work. Yeah, I know y'all do. I know y'all do. That's the only thing about being overseas. That's why I try to push the lives back a little later. But man, there's only so far I can push them back. You know, on days like if I don't work on Fridays, then yeah, I can definitely do that. Sometimes I do be getting up. I'll get up at 3 a.m. and go live for you guys. And I go live from 3 a.m. to like 10, 11 my time. I be trying to work with y'all sometimes, but yeah, that be tearing me up, man. I be sleep all Saturday. I get up and do a live at 3 a.m. That's what, 9 Eastern. I know I did one live from 3 to 10. No, I did a live from 3 to 11 in the morning one time for you guys. I did like 8 hours in Raising Kanan. I tried to, but that stuff, I ain't the young me no more, man. I'm an old man now. I be needing my sleep. So I be trying to like push it back to 10 o'clock. But shoot. That's why you haven't been seeing. If I start at 3 p.m., I can do a 2-hour live, but man, I don't be trying to be on here to midnight. It's already 11:30. You know what I mean? It'd be tough. It'd be tough. All right, yeah, we will. Tomorrow we're gonna start at 10, so it'll be 4 p.m. Eastern. We'll start on the clock tomorrow, and that'll probably be about 4 hours, 3-4 hours at least, a good 3, and then probably bring Brillo up. Yeah, like, but you guys get what I'm saying? We've never known Power to be 2 episodes. Power is always, we got a whole 2.5 months to think about the show. So I don't know how they could condense it. You know, it's too much action. If it's based off of Tommy, that means as soon as we start off, there's got to be action. But Tommy, like, if you move, I don't know, man. I just gotta. The way I look at it is, if we move Tommy from TV or we move Tariq from TV, we gotta really make them a superhero for the movie. You know what I mean? They have plot armor for the show, but if you put them in a movie, it's like now you really gotta beef them up. Now we know nothing can happen. Nothing bad is gonna happen to them. At least with the series, we could see them shot, because it could take them a couple of episodes to recover. We could see them go to jail because it'll take a couple of episodes before they get out of jail. But we know in the movie, nothing bad is going to happen. If they get shot, it's like, all right, well, they just got to go the rest of this movie shot. You know, there's no recovery time. There's no mid-season break where you can do a time jump. We just got to go. So we know nothing bad is going to happen to them. You know what I mean? And that's one reason I don't really like watching superhero movies, because we know ultimately nothing bad is going to happen. If this is a Batman movie, nothing bad is going to happen to Batman. If this is Spider-Man, nothing bad is going to happen to Spider. If this is Iron Man, nothing bad is going to happen. They're superheroes. We know that they're going to survive. So that's, for me, it's like think about it. We would have to make Tommy Egan equivalent to the Equalizer. You see what I'm saying? That's what we would have to make Tommy equivalent to, like the Equalizer. Mission Impossible. Like, that's what we're going to have to do, because it's a movie, so it has to be larger than life. It can't just be some casual, cool shit. It has to be over the top. It's a movie. You know what I mean? They're expecting to make hundreds of millions of dollars back off of it. It's not a TV show where each week you're just going off of the ratings. You're just going off of subscribers, people signing up for it. You know what I mean? You can always get new subscribers to sign up for it, but a movie is like, how much money are we going to make back off that movie? Starz is already struggling with keeping subscriptions outside of Power. So is all that going to convert to people going to watch a movie? Think about it. The Power universe is big. Yeah, it's like the #1 urban show in Black homes and things of that nature. But is that going to translate to the big screen? That means you're going to have to bring in big name actors. You couldn't just take this power cast and throw them on TV. You're gonna have to go pay somebody a 10 million, 15 million. You're gonna have to bring some high level stars to put this in a movie. You're not just gonna be able to take Stacy Marks, no disrespect, D-Mac, JP, fucking Kate, and throw them on TV and think that you about to go make $100 million. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to go and get those top-notch actors. You have to break the bank. Because we watch Power and we think the production is good on the TV show. What we watching on the TV show, they're gonna have to take it up a notch. No disrespect to Starz and them, but HBO for their TV shows is the top of the line. What Starz is spending on their shit is down here. That means they're gonna have to go above what HBO is paying for their TV series just to put out a movie that's gonna make some money. What up, Queen? But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Cinnamon was a jukebox movie on fucking Tubi. On Tubi, not in the big screens. On Tubi. You're gonna have to, for a movie, you gotta understand, we can want everything we want, but it's a business. And that's what I always come from the standpoint. Like, when I made the video about Tariq 3-4 years ago, and people were making fun of me, oh, you pocket watching, doing all of that. I was the first person to say that Starz won't be able to keep up with these shows if they spending their budget on clothes. And people were clowning me. And sure enough, in 2023, 24, Starz started shutting shit down because they didn't have the money. I knew that back in 21 when I was living in California and I made the video about Tariq St. Patrick's clothes. And people were talking, oh, man, you hating, man. I wasn't hating. I just know fucking numbers. If you ain't, you got to make in a lot of money. But you spending the budget on clothes and all this shit. You spending, no disrespect to goddamn Mary J. You know what I mean? But she was getting like 5 M's. She was getting 5 M's. Tariq was the star of that shit, and he wasn't getting 5 M's. Well, he may have been. We don't know what his new contract was. But Monet was getting the bulk of that change. So think about it. If they paying Mary J 5 M's for a TV show, they're going to have to pay one of them actors going to be demanding 10, 15 M's for a fucking movie. You're not just going to be able to have a movie that's going to go into into theaters with Joseph being the lead and think that you're going to make the $100 billion. You're going to have to put somebody, he's going to have to co-star. It's going to have to be a big name actress or a big name. It's going to have to be somebody. You're going to have to spend that money. Now, Lionsgate could probably put the money up for it, but this is up on the Starz. So it's like, they could put the Power movie on 50 Cent's Action Channel. But how many people are signed up for that? You know, 50 Cent's Action Channel, it's just licensing other action movies to be on that channel. So you can go over there and just watch all these action shows. How many of us are signing up for 50 Cent's Action Channel? Who in here has 50 Cent's Action Channel? Is it free? It's free. If it's free, then how will they make any money, DeMarcus? If he puts it over there, so you're spending $15-20 million, like, well, it's going to be more than that. It's 2026, 27. So a movie's going to cost at least $30 million. But you're putting it on a free site, that ain't going to make no money. That just means you're losing all money. You going to put the movie on Starz? How many people going to sign up for Starz? You see what I'm saying? It just don't make sense unless they, you know what I'm saying, unless they can get some kind of deal. Now, I'm sure if they do a movie, they're going to bring in some big name actors. They're going to have to. You know what I mean? You could probably have Tariq and Tommy in there and then bring some big name actors in there. But I just don't, I don't know, man. I just don't see how the movie's gonna work. I don't see how we can condense down a 10-week, you know what I mean? A 10-week show into 2 hours. Of course, you know, I always say actors, get your money. Yeah, I'm definitely not knocking y'all. I'm just saying, I don't know, man. I don't know how that would work. I don't know how that would work. You know what I mean? I don't want to, because I'm gonna be honest. If they do a movie and it's trash, I'm not gonna get on here and tell y'all it was good. I'm real. I tell y'all when I think something is, y'all disagree with me sometimes. But if something is terrible, I'm gonna tell y'all it's terrible. And that's just how I am. I'm not gonna bullshit you. Well, sometimes I do, but y'all know what I bullshit. But if something is terrible, I'm like, nah, that was trash. And I don't want that stain to be on the Power series. You know what I mean? Like, man, that Power movie, man, you remember that Power movie they put out? That shit was trash. I don't want to be like that, man. Just keep the spinoffs, keep the series going. This keeps us in it. This gives us something to look forward to, man. Like, if we watch the movie and we waste 2 hours, you done went to the movie theater, you done spent $75, you done went in there and you done watched it, and you was like, now you trying to force yourself to say it was good. I mean, you know, it was good. It was cool because it had its moments. Nah, I don't want no it had its moments. I want the shit to be good. You know what I mean? Like, we got all these series, and the series are good. I don't want to go spend my money and be like, I don't know, man. That shit was kind of ass, man. It's called thinking outside the box. Yeah, well, let's look up some movies that thought outside the box and didn't make it. I mean, you can think outside the box all you want. Yeah, like if they did a movie with Tommy Egan and Tommy died, like say we had a series, like, all right, let's just say there was no legacy. They had this, and then boom, 2026, a Tommy Egan movie comes out. They make reference back to season 3, and if we see Tommy die, and that's like the last time we ever hear from Tommy, cool. That was cool how they ended it. We got rid of Tommy in the movie. Tommy went out guns blazing. They finally took Tommy down. It was in the movie. You see what I'm saying? But I just don't see how a movie will work, man. I don't see them making their money back. That ROI ain't gonna be there. You got it's about money, man. I don't know, man. Everyone thought Bel Air. That's a lie. I knew the Bel Air reboot was gonna be good from the get go. They shot it in Kansas City. My cousin was the one that filmed it. I knew about Bel Air when it was first in before they got picked up by Will. When the initial Bel Air that they recorded, that's in Kansas City. My cousin and them helped do that. My cousin's business partner over at AGA, that hat I be wearing with the Missouri and it's got the horse on it, AGA, they were the ones that shot that. But there's a difference between doing a reboot of a TV series and making a movie. They didn't make a Fresh Prince of Bel Air movie. They made a whole reboot. And they gave us some phenomenal seasons. And we got the last season coming up next week. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. They dropping 3 episodes, 2 episodes, 3 episodes. But I just don't see it. I don't know how much it was. I do want to figure out how much that is one thing I want to know. Like, what was the budget for these series? I do want to know that shit, but you know what I mean? But who knows, man? We're gonna see, man. We got an hour and a half, man. Y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We will be on here tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have On the Clock. Where we talk about all the individual characters, talk about their storyline. We're going to see what we got. And hopefully it should be a good time, man. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're going to try to get this channel to 60,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If not, hell, we'll do it next year in 2026. But I appreciate everybody. Remember, don't drink and drive. Remember, always have a plan. I got work tomorrow. It's the last day. It's Friday. Don't work too hard. Next week, we will have a first reaction because it's Thanksgiving and I'm off that Friday. Or is there a break? I'm not even sure if there's a break or not. But if there isn't a break, then we'll have a first reaction next week. So, nah, I can't push it back to 5 p.m. 5 p.m. is 11 o'clock. 11, 12, 1, 2. That'll put me on here to 3 o'clock. But I'm trying to get out of here like 1:32-ish. 1:32-ish, man. So I'm going to be on here. Maybe I might even do 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. I might do 9 to 1 o'clock, man. But I ain't trying to be on here till no 3 o'clock. Saturday morning, I got to get up. I got to run to the internet. Well, down to Vodafone. Make sure my internet and everything's good. Look like they done slowed it down a little bit. I got to go grocery shopping Saturday. I got stuff to do this Saturday. But by the time you get on at 5 o'clock, though, we'll just be getting warmed up. You know we're going to be talking some trash for the first 30 minutes. And then from there, you know, going to have a little bit of singing. We're going to pull up a little bit, too, tomorrow. We got a little bit of crown we got to knock down. But hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Join the Discord. It's pinned in the chat. Support the channel. Cash App pinned in the chat. We're going to get on out of here, man. We're going to get on out of here. Remember, you can run, but you can't hide. Modi J. And this is Are We Ready?
You can run, but you can't hide.